Welcome to this week's edition of NFL Previews and Picks. This week, of course, being the divisional round of the playoffs. On Saturday in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens visit the Tennessee Titans. This game should be a hard-hitting, blood and guts sort of game. The Ravens, of course, come off the win last week, and the Titans, being the number one seed, had the week off, so they've had a little time to kind of lick their wounds and get healthy. Kyle Vanden Bosch and Albert Haynesworth will be back on defense, and the Ravens, they played a tough game last week. They played a really hard-fought, emotionally, physically challenging game, but I think they'll keep this one close. I do think that Tennessee will win this game. I think that they have a little bit more experience on offense. Notice how I'm going to the offensive side of the ball on offense to carry them to the AFC title game. In the NFC on Saturday, the Carolina Panthers host the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals once also played in a wild card game last week, and they also have the stigma of having trouble losing or winning games on the road and outdoors. Carolina, of course, had last week off due to their number 2 seed in the NFC. I think that Arizona they showed some signs last week in the wild card game that they can run the ball. Edgerrin James showed some signs that he is ready and ready and able to carry the ball for them, which could help them in the playing outdoors. I think that that's not going to matter, though. I think that Carolina is playing well. Jake Delhomme, of course, coming off the Tommy John surgery, had a good year, and Carolina will move on. On Sunday, the Philadelphia Eagles visit the New York Giants in the other NFC divisional game. These two teams, of course, know each other very well because they play each other twice a year in the NFC East, and this game is the tiebreaker. Each team won a game against each other this year. Philadelphia has been playing very well since the benching of Donovan McNabb, and the Giants. I mean, what can you say? They've had a great season. They following their Super Bowl last year. You would have thought there would have been a letdown, but they haven't let that affect them too much. I think, and they are coming off some injury. They do have some injury issues on the Giants, however, with Brandon Jacobs. Philadelphia always wonders about Brian Westbrook, what his health status is going to be. So there's, two key players their injuries could play key parts in this game. I think the Giants will come out on top, however. In the AFC on Sunday, the San Diego Chargers visit the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers were the number 1 defense in the NFL this year. The Chargers, of course, have the great offense. This week, however, it looks like they're going to be without LaDainian Tomlinson. Has a muscle tear in his groin. Sounds real painful. So he's probably not going to be playing. Darren Sproles is going to be taking his place. He's been playing very well, and so they shouldn't miss too much with Darren Sproles in there. Phillip Rivers, of course, if he plays as well as he did last week, this could be an interesting game. Also, got to remember that Ben Roethlisberger is coming off a concussion. He's had a couple of weeks to kind of rest, but he's been practicing this week a little bit, so that should not be a factor. This game looks like I would go with the Steelers on that game. And that's your previews and picks for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Stay tuned for my review on Tuesday.